The Outback Way has already taken me on an extraordinary adventure. And now I'm delving further into the Northern Territory.
Oh, wow. This is amazing.
On this leg, I'm planning to meet some people who are making a big difference. People who are using their knowledge and stories to educate. From the earliest of diaries.
So what they've seen from their own eyes, they put it on the wall. Somebody's seen a serpent.
To services teaching the most remote kids.
I remember when Maisie was little, we drove 5.5 hours to Miss Kylie's first playgroup because she just had no social interaction with kids her own age.
Hi! To random guys teaching us all a thing or two about what's really important.
We've had tremendous amount of laughs all the way through. We've got friends for life.
I want to find out what drives these people, seeking to simply make life better. All along a road that's being billed as Australia's own Route 66, the Outback Way. I'm 85 kilometres east of Uluru, and I'm being driven along a road that used to be the main highway. It runs through Curtin Springs, a cattle station that's more than 5 times the size of Singapore.
So this was the main road out to Ayers Rock and back across to the Stewart Highway. So everything that came out here came on this road.
When Mum and Dad first come out here, the first year, they saw 6 people.
Ash Severin was brought up on Curtin Springs, and now he and his wife Lindy run the whole shebang, continuing the work of Ash's parents, who first came out here in the 50s.
They came out to take over the station, but there was no tourist industry. So the Rock didn't exist as a tourist destination in 1956. It was very different, and Curtin Springs was the end of the road.
Ash's parents set themselves up to catch the first of the tourists, opening a wayside inn. And Ash and Lindy have taken it a step further, allowing travellers to take a bit of the story home with them by creating handmade paper, crafted not from trees, but native grasses taken from the station. It's a project that's actually helped keep the lights on in recent years and allows them to keep showing visitors other assets that are priceless.
What's the story behind the lake?
An old digger ex-digger from World War I and World War II. He used to mine the salt and stockpile it up here and then cart it into Alice Springs, put it on the train and send it to Adelaide because it was the main salt supply for the little abattoirs in Adelaide.
So it was a working salt lake?
Oh, it's a working salt lake, yep. As a kid, the salt mounds were about 10, 12 foot high.
This incredible expanse of salt is part of the Coringa Creek paleo drainage system, which is apparently the remnants of an ancient inland sea. It's a story still shared through organised tours, and it really is something else.
It's a living thing, and as we can start to see now as the sun's dropping a little bit, we've got all the glitters and the shine in the salt lake. And that changes from the morning to the afternoon. It's never the same twice. We use it in the big pepper grinders to have salt on our table.
So it's completely edible?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's very good. But to me...
Oh, it's hard. It's really hard today. Oh. It's a really tough surface today.
But to me, when you taste it, it's actually sweeter than your normal table salt. It's not quite so acrid.
It's not quite as tart.
That'd go well on hot chips.
Yeah.
As first light hits Curtin Springs, I'm off again, heading east on the Lassiter Highway.
It's getting a bit busier along this stretch, but I'm still having some fun with the road etiquette out here because I'm trying to time my finger wave to get the best response. Hey! Got it.
I'm actually going to take a bit of a detour here off the Outback Way to head north towards the mighty Kings Canyon. But before I get there, I'm visiting a small Aboriginal community known as an outstation. It's called Millar.
This is Millar Outstation. This is a bit of homeland that a family group called the Williams Sisters, TOs or traditional owners of. It's a good place to educate children. Been used for that for some 40,000 years.
Reg Ramsden set up the Wataka Foundation at Millar, which helps provide jobs and training to the community, while teaching visiting kids about Aboriginal culture. And right now, there's a group of school kids here from Melbourne. Tonight, they'll sleep in swags under the stars. But before that, they'll be immersed in country, on a walk of Millar. And I'm tagging along.
It involves getting way out of their comfort zone, and they could be the leaders of tomorrow and the movers and shakers and the decision makers of the future. And I feel that it's something they'll never forget.
So all these handprints from the past, my family, Dad's family, like this handprint.
No one knows the stories of Millar as well as Lauritia elder Vera Williams. Her father was born under these very rock faces.
The rest is all red ochre. But this one using animal blood, like could be turkey, emu. So what they've seen from their own eyes, they put it down. It's like a diary. They keep it on the wall. See, like this one, somebody's seen a serpent.
Vera's ancestors were driven away from Millar following a massacre by a colonial police force moving through the area in the 1890s that took 10 lives.
So he's the one that came here with a horse and a gun and shot all my people. This is my father's handprint. So he was the last person to live with his parents because of the massacre and the shooting happening here.
Vera's father asked her to come back to look after Millar, to ensure that the stories that he recorded on these walls would keep being told.
Willie Wagtail's my totem.
They're beautiful paintings.
Yep.
Vera, how old were you when you came back to this country?
Maybe 9 or 8 years old.
And what was life like then for you? How were you living? What was it like?
Yeah, that's rough. We slept on the creek bed there.
You slept on the creek bed?
Yeah. Well, Dad, he born here, and his little handprint is in the middle cave. So, well, whatever my dad told me in the past, it's there on the wall. I feel proud to show. I put it on a painting so they can look at it and know the symbols. This one, all the ladies on this one.
Are they around fire here?
They're around the fire. And there's another one here, it's the same. But the women are teaching the little ones too.
Oh, so they're the kids?
Kids, yep. Make this place Lila feel happy and make me feel happy for children coming from everywhere to come and visit my place. Happy, and I'm proud to show my country, shared with the kids.
Over at the fire pit, it's dinner time, and the boys are ready to get stuck into some routail.
Look at that, falling apart. Delicious.
You peel the skin back and you can see all that meat, that flesh.
It's just another form of teaching. And for these Year 7 kids, it's not a bad way to start, I reckon.
Ben, don't hog it. No, I'm trying to grab it. Ben's having the whole thing. I'm grabbing.
It was a really fun trip, and that I love seeing all the sights and trying all the different food that they cook here. Yeah.
I've learnt a lot about Aboriginal history from now on, how they used to live together, and although it was a tough environment, they thrived through and they lived a good life.
It's so good.
What did you know before you came on this camp?
I knew a little bit about Aboriginal culture, as you can see a lot of it in everyday life. Yeah, I knew a little bit, but, you know, you learn a new thing every day.
And in that spirit of learning more, I'm keeping going. Just up the road to Kings Canyon, a pretty popular tourist spot that I've always wanted to see. I'm lucky enough to be taking the hike with 2 experts.
This is where my ancestors used to come and hunt.
Lewis Klein, a Mudajara man.
It's a fantastic place.
And park ranger and Arundar Purdam man, Doug Taylor.
Lewis, people had travelled the world to see something like this, and it's your country.
Yeah, it's the backyard, and this is one of the special places I like to come and, climb and explore. I feel like it's my duty to take, and show people in my country, to give them a little bit education about how, old people used to live out here. Yeah, I feel proud bringing, visitors out here.
So peaceful and serene. I mean, and with, the ancestors, when you look out here and think into these overhangs and caves, well, the ancestors were here. So we're home in ancestor country here, so it's really, really calming and comforting.
The higher you trek, the more the landscape changes. As you brush past dinosaur-era cycads, enveloped by otherworldly rock forms. But I'm in good hands, as Lewis here is an expert in bush tucker, so it'd be rude not to oblige when offered.
Bush plum, have a taste.
It's just, maybe he could have warned me.
It's a bit bitter.
Anyway, very bitter bush plum, a distant memory. We soon reach the headline act, and it doesn't disappoint.
Oh, wow. This is amazing.
It's pretty spectacular, isn't it?
My ancestors used it as place where they recorded their culture and stories for young people to follow. And yeah, this place is also where people used to come to drink, and this is where a lot of water is, like a sanctuary for not only the people who lived there, but the animals too, even the plants. They all drink from this area here.
It's almost hard to absorb.
Yep. What they're viewing too is like 360 million years of geological history here, where it was forced up, and this is all Morini sandstone. You can see how nature's just carved it out here. So as well as the ancestors, creation stories, there's that beautiful geological history all through here as well.
I think education is the key to, if you learn of someone, then you appreciate this, from the elders and from the people who are living right now. Makes me feel really proud and connected to country.
Such a special place. Thank you so much for bringing me here, Lewis, Doug.
Yeah, no, it was a pleasure bringing you here, teaching you a little bit about, the area. Yeah, thank you for coming.
I can't quite believe I'm finally here, on the top of these sheer sandstone cliffs, peering into Kings Canyon itself. And to do it with Lewis and Doug. This place is timeless. But now I'm heading back onto the Outback Way, taking the Lassiter Highway as far east as it will go, where it hits my next destination, the Earldunda Roadhouse, which on first impression seems nice enough. But I have to say, some of the staff look very young.
Could you make it extra strong, please, Ned?
I am making it extra strong. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Oh, this is a great coffee.
Is it extra strong?
Mm-hmm. I love it. Thanks, Ned. You're a good barista.
It's all a bit of fun. But for this group of kids, it's actually a very big deal. They all live in incredibly remote areas and rarely see other kids their age. Kylie Jones runs the playgroups as the social side to her Raise Education program, a not-for-profit where Kylie visits remote families to provide educational support. And when she can't be there in person, she provides help online from wherever she pulls up.
What's the story behind how it came about?
So I'm actually a teacher and spent quite a few years teaching and took a belated gap year and went governessing as well and got the idea that some of these families just need more support in these remote locations, and I felt like I had the skill set to bring something to people in the bush. Essentially working with children from about 2 years of age right through till about the end of year 2 to build foundational literacy and numeracy skills. But alongside that, we're also working with parents and home tutors and governesses to support them with education in remote locations. Good. Now the tricky part.
Because it's a short vowel sound.
You are exactly right. We've got the short...
Designed to run alongside School of the Air, it offers an extra layer of support for families, making sure kids are reaching developmental milestones, all things taken for granted in cities. And a few times a term, there's a meet-up like this.
Oh, it's so important. I remember when Maisie was little, we lived northwest of Alice Springs, and we drove 5.5 hours to Miss Kylie's first play group because she just had no social interaction with kids her own age, especially coming through COVID.
Do you think people get it?
No, I don't think people get it at all. Unless they come out and visit or spend some time or they're doing it themselves. No, they don't get it at all. Because you can imagine bush kids, if there's anything going on, they're not in a mainstream school, so it's not often picked up on. So having that service offered just helps us be on the front foot with things like that.
You have done such a wonderful job, Millie. I am super impressed.
It must be pretty challenging to head off solo to try and bring education to remote kids.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a long journey so far, but I think every little step has been such a positive, pulling it together. And when you see families so grateful for the support and children that are excited to get in the schoolroom and be learning, it makes all the hard work worthwhile.
Kylie's passion for education is infectious. But much like Kylie will be soon, I'm off again, taking the Stewart Highway north through incredible undulating country. I'm heading to the Big Smoke of Alice Springs. It feels like a world away from the isolation I've encountered on my trip so far. But I'm heading straight through and on to the Plenty Highway, where a couple of hours out of Alice, I find the Gem Tree Roadhouse. where I've been told to wait for something you don't see every day.
They're doing Shitbox Rally, and so they find themselves a car, can't spend any more than $1,500 on it. Fundraising is really challenging. We call the rally their reward for all of those fundraising efforts. And we have lots of laughs, and they have a time of their lives, really. It began from loss. I lost both my parents to cancer within 12 months of each other, so I wanted to come up with something that honoured them, and here we are 15 years later, and we've raised, where are we, about over 47 million so far.
This rally group has already driven 3,500 kilometres to get here, part of the growing number of shitbox rallies held every year. Fully supported by a team of mechanics, up to 250 cars join a mad, wild road trip, all to raise money for the Cancer Council. And the only way to see what it's really like is to get in. So I'm joining the Warrior Princesses, two brothers, Lou and Peter Mimo, as they drive to the finish line in Alice Springs.
So how's the car been going?
It's been going better than it has been going.
And how has the trip been overall? Peter, can you tell me?
Fantastic. We've had an absolute ball. This is both our first shitbox rally. For me, it's my first time even camping. So as of last night, it was my first time into the NT. So lots of firsts.
Why are you doing it, Peter?
We're doing this to raise money for Cancer Council. Look, I mean, everybody knows somebody that's been touched by cancer, and we have, personally ourselves. So Aliana, my daughter, she was diagnosed back in 2021 with leukemia at the age of 9.5, which sort of took us by surprise.
Aliana's leukemia diagnosis was the genesis for this incredible feat of fundraising taken on by the brothers. At 9.5, Aliana spent 184 nights in the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne. It was during this time that Lou came up with the idea of doing a shitbox rally.
How much has it meant to you to be doing this rally with your brother?
Well, it's everything. I said to my wife, I said, I think Pete and I should do this. I'm going to talk to him about it. And she just said, just register and put him on it. Don't even tell him.
Oh, you didn't tell him?
No. So the first he knew that we're doing the rally is when he got an email from Box Rally saying he'd been registered as a driver.
And how is she now?
She's fantastic. She's going to be 13 in December. She's technically not in remission. They don't say that she is until she's clear for 5 years. And yeah, she's started high school this year. Getting back into dancing. Yeah, so something.
Uh-oh.
Flat.
Oh no.
Gunners, we've just got a flat over.
Would you believe it? This is their first flat tyre in over 3,500 kilometres for the entire 7-car group.
I'm very glad he's got shorts on.
So are we.
But what it does show is how they all work together to fix each other's problems.
This feels like one of these jokes. It's like, how many people does it take to change a tyre?
In moments, we are back on the road.
We've had tremendous amount of laughs all the way through. We've got friends for life.
Yeah.
What an incredible bunch of people who were complete strangers, forming bonds that will last a lifetime. As they head to the end of this event, 7 days after they began, the finish line back in Alice Springs. And among the large crowd is one girl waiting for her dad to return, Peter's daughter, Aliana.
How are you feeling right now?
Pretty damn proud. I love you, princess. My warrior princess.
And it's here I end my journey on the Outback Way, in wonder at what else it's capable of connecting over its 2,700 kilometres from Laverton in WA to Winton in Queensland. This trip has been such an eye-opener for me, meeting all these people who are committed to simply making life better, sharing the very heart of Australia and this extraordinary road that runs through it, Australia's longest shortcut.
Next time on Backroads,
here come the dolphins. They're everywhere.
We're discovering all creatures great and small on Kangaroo Island, just off the coast of South Australia. Meeting all manner of creatures.
It must be my lucky day. It's massive.
On the island they call Australia's Galapagos.
We call it a biological window in the past because we have plant and animal interaction happening here on Kangaroo Island like no place else in the world.